Wednesday night's NBA action here on 2K Sports. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler. This is Brian Anderson, and we'll have Ali LaForce reporting for us. And how about we check the numbers for Joel Embiid?
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. The perimeter filled up by Barrett and Ingram. Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle, and it's Shed in at the 1. And for the 76ers, Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with Joel Embiid, and it's George in at the 3, the small forward. And you look at rookies coming in now versus decades past. Do they get more playing time right away nowadays, Tim?
I think it's fairly similar, BA, but I do think there's more scrutiny on these teams with these high picks, so they'll get an opportunity sooner rather than later. Back in the day, a lot of these guys stayed in school longer, so they may have been more NBA ready.
Misses the 3. Here's Toronto now. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the Sixers.
Today's game is about effort and energy. They got crushed on the glass the last time these teams played.
Well, I don't think you can look at these matchups and think it can be just one guy. I would have everybody on the glass to help out.
He's not going to take it easy when he gets to the bucket. George will hammer it home.
And here's Barnes. He had 16 in the win against Charlotte. Pass to Shed. Back to Barnes. The rebound by Embiid. The 3 from Edgecombe. Rebound Toronto. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
What about their offense? It was a well-oiled machine, getting them high-quality looks time and time again.
You have to take advantage of opportunities. That's exactly what they did, and really, that's all you can ask for.
Embiid. That shot off the mark.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
Here's Barrett. Off target at the rim. Philadelphia has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Nice shot by George.
Well, Paul George saw an opening on his way to the rim, and he just took it.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. And let's send it over to Ali LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. I asked him about Brandon Ingram and the challenges that he presents, and he said to me he is a tremendous scorer with impressive range. Not only that, he's extremely clever at creating scoring opportunities for himself. We got to crowd his space whenever we can. We'll see how aggressive their defense is against him tonight. Back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Ali. Maxey, that's good.
Oh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
For Toronto, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Pass to Pirtle. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. 5 to shoot. Back to Ingram. Takes the 3. Counted from distance. Ingram's got 5 now.
Yeah, the defense fell asleep on that one. You've got to get to Brandon Ingram in that corner.
And Tim, after a rough season, the Sixers with some lottery luck last May.
Yeah, there was a good chance.
Oh, man!
Look out below.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Shed. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Barrett. From behind the arc. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
And Barrett's ability to score. That is why he was a top 3 pick.
Ingram against George. Over Ingram. George's shot is off.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Outside Barnes. To the middle. Oh, George with a steal. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. Here's Maxey. The rebound by Shed. The Raptors have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. The third pick in the 2019 draft, R.J. Barrett has that ideal build for an NBA wing, Legs.
Well, B.A., he definitely has that. 6'6", strong, athletic. But what's the biggest key for R.J. going forward? It's consistency with his shooting, which can complement his ability to create off the dribble.
And Barrett, no good on that one. And while the Raptors are rebuilding, they're not bottoming out like some teams out there, Grant.
Yeah, they have some pieces. I mean, some young guys who can really play. And with the lottery odds flattened out in the play-in tournament, that middle road is more agreeable than in years past.
Toronto leading by 4. Here's Pirtle. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. You know, Tim, both of Jakob Pirtle's parents played volleyball for the Austrian national team.
Yeah, he comes from an athletic family, and he certainly has a lot of agility for his size. And I think, B.A., in today's game, you need your big men to be able to move their feet.
And teams built to win now don't always have the young pieces that Philly does, Legs.
Yeah, B.A., particularly in their backcourt. Nice drafting and great trades have given them an abundance of talent. Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
Here's Barrett. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And while it might be very early in the season, never too soon to take a look at the power rankings, see how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at the Rockets, they're making moves up the standings, claiming that 4th spot.
Seeing where the Raptors are, they're hanging in the lower third of the pack so far, but it's only the start of the season, so it's not panic time yet for all the fans out there.
Oh, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Pirtle. Here's Shed. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. 76ers trail by 9. Pass to George. Will it go? Pirtle grabs a miss.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. Here's Edgecombe. 4-3. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now here's Barnes. He's averaging about 15 points per game. He's been a solid contributor. And again, Toronto, no good. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Their last game, a win against the Clippers, looking to carry it into this one.
And in that one, the bench came to play. Gave the team a bunch of points and energy to put them over the top.
Well, the bench changed the game. What a shot in the arm to this offense. That second unit was incredible.
Here's Ingram. He played a great game against Charlotte. Out left to the wing. From the arc. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in the game. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
The 3 from Edgecombe. Hits a three-pointer. Edgecombe's got 5 points.
You know, one thing about Maxey is that he always is looking for an outlet.
Toronto leading by 4. Pass to Barnes. And here is Barrett. Here's Shed. No made baskets yet. Shot clock at 6. And here's Ingram outside. That one doesn't drop. And George with some nice D. Back to Oubre. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Looking at who's out there now for Philadelphia. Andre Drummond is checked in for Embiid. And it's Grimes in for George. You know, Grant, with Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, and OG Anunoby all winning on new teams, you wonder, did the Raptors have to blow it up?
You know, B.A., it's a fair question, but Toronto's front office saw a ceiling. So the question is, can they do better with this rebuild? And it remains to be seen.
Edwards, he's checked in for Oubre. Toronto has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Dick against Maxey. Right side Barrett. Blocked! And now the Sixers on the break. Edwards looking for an opening. Here's Drummond, and the layup is good.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Toronto trailing. Now Ingram. He's got 5. Pass to Barrett. Knocked away. And here's the fast break. Here's Grimes. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Barrett with it. He was another key contributor in that win against Charlotte. Here's Dick. And again, unable to change momentum here. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Drummond to screen on Barrett. Here's Edgecombe. He had 10 points in the win against the Clippers.
And he brought the defense, secured 4 steals over the course of the game.
Outside Barrett. Back to Ingram. Fades back. Good on the shot. Ingram's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Well, that's a beautiful mid-range jumper that time by Ingram, totally under control.
And here's Maxey outside. Rebound by the Raptors.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Ingram on the wing. Pass to Dick. 3-pointer. Drummond grabs the miss. The Sixers leading. Here's Edgecombe. 5 points in the game. Here's Grimes. From outside, off the mark. And for Toronto, they're shooting 44% to start this ball game. Outside Ingram. And that misses. That would have put them up. And the 76ers with possession. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Bonus checked in for Philadelphia. McCain comes in for Maxey. Toronto also changing it up. Abaji's checked in for Brandon Ingram. And it's Walter in for Barrett. Here's McCain, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. They set the pick. Pass to Edwards. Dick against McCain. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the top of the key, it's hauled in by Mamukelashvili.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide-open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Back over to you guys.
Yeah, got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Bono. And Andre Drummond is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. An opportunity now for them to get back on top.
Yeah, they've kept it within arm's length. Now they need to make a play.
Here's Dick. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. You know, as we watch Grady Dick, what stands out about his game, Tim?
Well, Brian, it's the way he moves off the ball. He will keep defenses occupied, cutting and coming off screens, and he has the size to get his shot off over even the most hotly contested defender.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Grant.
Oh, my. His growth, both with his play, but also with his leadership, has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Well, Tim, you hear about the move to positionless basketball. The Raptors are well equipped.
Yeah, they are loaded with athletic wings and interchangeable pieces, which gives them a high level of versatility. And McCain looking wise beyond his years right there. That is great ability to utilize that screen and roll.
There's 57 seconds left now in the first quarter. Outside Barnes. Pass to Abaji. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Dick against McCain. Inside, here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
If Embiid gets the ball anywhere close to the hoop, it's an automatic dunk.
30 seconds left in the first. Here's Walter, covered by Grimes. It's Barnes on the wing. Pass to Walter. 6 on the shot clock. Abaji, the pass to Dick. Three-pointer, no good. From deep three-point land, no good. Misses at the buzzer. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Philadelphia on top, up by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. So on the floor for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. Walter out there with Grady Dick. Then there's Barnes. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
Pass to Drummond to the paint. Now here's McCain. The deep 3. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. Here's Walter. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Dick, the pass to Mamukelashvili. Here's Abaji, guarded by Edwards. Here's Walter. Fires the 3. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. And Philadelphia making a change here. Lowry's checked in. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. And here's McCain. from deep. That one no good. Here's Abaji. Excellent D there from McCain. Philadelphia's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Embiid from outside. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Abaji, the pass to Dick. Here's Walter. This one for 3. The shot that time not on target. Right side McCain. He's off on the layup. The Raptors have gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
Points have been hard to come by in this one. Every made basket is huge.
Here's Lowry. He's scoreless. Pass to Embiid. Embiid just too tall inside.
And that's where you want Embiid to be aggressive. With his size and skill, he is dangerous down low.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Dick against Lowry. It's Barnes on the wing. Puts up a 3. Against tight D. Barnes hits the triple.
And you do have to take Barnes seriously enough from the arc. He trusts his shot from there more and more.
The Sixers trailing. Lowry surveys the D. Embiid passes to Edwards. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. Toronto's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's Dick. That 3's off the mark. The 76ers have gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. Grimes, the pass to Embiid. And Legs, more and more, we're seeing teams investing in player development. What's behind that?
Well, for one thing, more teams understand that your development staff doesn't count toward the cap. So you're open-ended in that regard. And there are teams now looking for an edge by investing in areas where they're not constrained.
Winning on the margins, man. Philadelphia has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Philadelphia with another miss.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Here's McCain. And that one drops. And it's a tie ball game.
What a finish by McCain. He took all that contact, but he stayed committed to his finish.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Maxey, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Toronto making a switch here. Every team in the new NBA wants to be on this list. The sharpshooters from three-point range. Fourth, the Sixers.
Instead of just bombing away, they work hard to create good looks from beyond the arc.
And Barrett has got the ball here for Toronto. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Toronto passing it around. Outside Barnes, 6 to shoot, and here's Ingram from the arc. Edwards pulls it in. Edwards has got his 4th rebound in this one. It's Grimes on the wing, covered by Ingram. For 3, Maxey. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got 4 rebounds now. Barrett finds Ingram. Pass to Dick. Back to Ingram. It's Barrett on the wing. There's the drive. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. And that's now 9 points for R.J. Barrett.
That is a powerful drive by Barrett. When he plays like that, he's almost unstoppable.
And the 76ers shooting just 34% so far in this one. Maxey passes to Grimes. The kick out to Edwards. Takes a three. Sinks the tray. Edwards gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
Outside Ingram. To the inside. Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Really good positioning there from Barnes as the roll man. He set a solid screen, and then he found his spot.
The 76ers shooting just 27% in the second quarter. Grimes with the ball. Picked up by Dick. Pass to Maxey. It's stolen by Ingram. And the call will be against Brandon Ingram. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Oubre, he's checked in for Edwards. George comes in for Grimes. And it's Edgecombe in for McCain. Inside, here's Oubre. Uses the glass on the layup. Oubre's got his second basket on the night.
Embracing the role of a facilitator. That's really good stuff there by Maxey.
Pass to Dick. Here's Murray Boyles. Yet to see a basket. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, injuries a nightmare for the Sixers, Grant. Last season, a league-high 55 different starting lineups.
Yeah, B.A., and their lowest win total since 2016. But some silver linings. Jared McCain was on track for Rookie of the Year before he went down. And Quentin Grimes also impressive.
And you heard that the Raptors were looking to be aggressive this summer, Tim. Why now?
Well, they're trying to replicate what they accomplished when they acquired Kawhi Leonard, which led to a title in 2019. So this is a front office not afraid to shake things up. He's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
George outside. And it's off from three-point range.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Philadelphia shooting just 37% so far in this one. Pass to Embiid. Just 5 on the clock. George with it. Now guarded by Barrett. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Well, Paul George can do it all on the floor, including operate that pick and roll. Beautiful find.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Grimes, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Toronto also changing it up. Jakob Poeltl comes in for Scotty Barnes. Shed comes in for Dick. Toronto trailing. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Poeltl finds Ingram. Here's Murray Boyles. No points yet. 6 on the shot clock. He was all alone on that one. And the Raptors lead by 2.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Murray Boyles. Toronto's gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Well, there are a lot of great athletes in this league, and you could certainly put Brandon Ingram in that category.
The 76ers shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. Maxey passes to Grimes. Drills it from deep. Grimes has got 5.
What a beautiful look. Attacking the defense and then kicking it outside.
Here's Shed. Maxey covering. Left side, Barrett. It's blocked. Now here's Oubre. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. Outside Maxey. Shot clock at 5. Oh, sweet move. Here's Grimes. Off target from three-point range.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Pass to Pirtle. Outside Ingram. Now here's Barrett. George with a steal. Here's Edgecombe.
Oh, man! Wow. When we talk about wings in the NBA, George is as good as anyone passing the rock.
Now Ingram. He's got 9. Pass to Murray Boyles. Lets the 3 fly. No luck on that one. And George with some nice D. It's George on the wing. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. Ingram with the ball. Consistent production from him, averaging just over 26 a game. Pass to Shed. And there's the drive. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. Ingram's got 3 assists tonight. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
1:57 left in the second. Outside Oubre. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
.143 left to play in the second quarter. Outside Ingram. Over to the left wing. 5 to shoot. Outside Barrett. From downtown. They get the rebound. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. So far, Grant, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete. And I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor.
And what I love about Tyrese Maxey, he's so good at just overwhelming you with energy. He puts the defense in a tough spot because of his relentless ability to push the pace.
McCain's checked in for the Sixers. The Sixers leading. George outside. Sinks it from distance. George has got 7.
And that's why Paul George is such a talented scorer. He can even do it off the catch.
Down low. Here's Pirtle. Goes back up. Rebound by Philadelphia. Oubre's got 4 rebounds now. Here's McCain. No good from outside.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Ingram, the pass to Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
Yeah, well, if you're looking for a pick-and-roll partner, Pirtle is a good man to call on.
Philadelphia leading by 3.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
You're going to have to be very patient right here. Let's see how it plays out.
Maxey feeling it out a bit. To the middle. Pulls it. And there's Oubre. That one's good on the assist from Maxey. He's got 9.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
That is just beautiful ball movement. Unselfish basketball.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Philadelphia on top. They lead by 5. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Joel, you got out to an early lead. A lot to like in your performance thus far. What have you liked about it?
Oh, I thought we played great. Defensively, I know that I had someone behind me. If I made a mistake that was going to protect the rim, I thought we did great.
Thanks, Joel. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the Philadelphia 76ers.
They're getting a lot of looks at the rim, and that defense has no answer for it.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. The opponent just doesn't have the guys to stop you.
All right, fellas, time now to take a look at these early season standings in the East.
A look here now at the 76ers. They've had some hiccups early on, but I don't think that takes away from the potential of this team. With their talent and coaching, they could easily mount a challenge.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by R.J. Barrett.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Raptors trail by 5. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Joel Embiid is out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's George in at the 3. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half.
Well, Barrett is just a gifted scorer. He is so skilled at making difficult, contested shots near the rim.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Pass to Edgecombe. Outside Maxey. Screen by Embiid. Let's go with a 3. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. R.J. Barrett, the son of a pro hoops player. He said, quote, as a youngster, my dad programmed me to be aggressive. He always told me, go to the rim, live in the paint. When you do that, you not only score, but you force the whole defense to collapse, and you can make easy plays to hit shooters. BA, back to you.
Playing with purpose. Allie, appreciate the report.
Well, Barnes is a point forward with a wingspan of 7 feet 3 inches, so he is always a threat to send it back in your face.
So it's Toronto now. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. That game marks the start of a 4-game homestand for the club. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. And here's Ingram outside. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Well, all systems go here early on. That's 3 in a row since Jump Street.
Pass to Edgecombe. Now Oubre. Three-pointer. They grab their own miss.
Yeah, good luck blocking out Embiid. He is so massive at 7 feet. He can just power his way to grab offensive rebounds.
Here's Shed. Pass to Ingram. Oh, George with a steal. In transition, here they come. And Maxey gets it to go on the assist by George. Now it's a 3-point Philadelphia lead. The Raptors have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Ingram, the pass to Barrett. From 10 feet away. That went off the back iron and out.
Well, after nailing the first 3 out of the break, you can give him a pass for not making that one as well.
You're capable of shooting 40% from deep for a season. Paul George is steady from downtown.
Outside Ingram. Barnes with a screen on George. Pass to Barnes. Here's Shed. Clock at 6. Here's Barrett. No good again that time. The Sixers lead by 6. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
For 3, Maxey. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And over the last 10 games, here's a look at the teams that have been putting up the most points. Philadelphia, number 1.
This team has been on an absolute tear offensively. It seems like they're able to find a shot every trip down.
Raptors trail by 9. Outside Ingram. Here's Shed. Maxey covering. Yes, it's good. Shed's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Watching the trajectory on a floater never gets old. One of the most fun ways to score that this league has.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Screen by Embiid. Inside. Oh, Embiid with the flush.
Well, this is a classic performance from Embiid. He's one of the most lethal scorers this game has.
And so here is Toronto. Outside Ingram. Outside Barnes. There's the triple. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. Ingram's got assist number 5 here tonight. Outside Maxey. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. The 3 from Edgecombe. Rebounded by Ingram. Raptors trail by 6. Pass to Shed. Now here's Pirtle. Embiid covers. Outside Barrett. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Edgecombe. Fires from deep. Gets the 3 ball to go. Edgecombe's got 10.
This team trusts Maxey to make good decisions with the ball.
The Raptors have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Here's Ingram. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, as a defender, it's hard to overcome a height disadvantage when you're that close to the basket.
And Maxey's got the ball here for the 76ers. 7-point differential. Pass to Embiid. Now George. Here's Oubre. And here's another one for the Sixers.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Toronto's gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. And here is Barrett. Over Edgecombe. Barrett can't hit. And here are the 76ers. They're on a 17-7 run. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And at his peak, Paul George averaged 7 free throw attempts per game. Tim, that number's seen a precipitous decline.
Well, in particular, the last few seasons, and I think with his injury concerns, BA, you understand him being less inclined to hunt contact.
Outside Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Another bucket that time by Ingram. He is going off, looking to attack every time he catches the ball.
Philadelphia leading by 9. And here is Maxey. Give him 8 points now. Outside Oubre. Fires from 14. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got 5 rebounds in the game. Oh, they get a hand on it. George with a steal. Pass to Embiid. Here's Edgecombe. Back to Embiid. And that's off the glass and in. Embiid's got 14 points. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the 76ers?
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
Oh, a nice slam by the swingman Barnes. His athleticism is his greatest strength.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Some changes for Philadelphia. Edwards, he's checked in for Oubre. And it's Grimes in for George. Mamukelashvili's checked in for Toronto. Dick comes in for Shed. The Sixers lead by 9. Pass to Edgecombe. Now here's Embiid. Right wing. Embiid, a screen on Barrett. Philadelphia moving it around. 6 to shoot. Here's Maxey. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Outside Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Yeah, Ingram is having a great night so far, playing passionate offense and finding lots of quality looks.
Dick against Maxey. Outside Edwards. Outside Maxey. Embiid, a screen on Dick. To the inside. Fader on the way. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
You can tell he's feeling it. Hasn't missed a single shot all quarter.
Pass to Barnes. Outside Ingram. Down low. Here's Mamukelashvili. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 9 rebounds now. Grimes, the pass to Embiid. And here's Maxey outside. It's rebounded by Barrett. Raptors trail by 9. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense from Maxey.
Well, it's not only been a rough quarter for him, but he's actually had a negative impact on his team's overall performance.
And here's Edwards outside. Unable to get that one. Toronto has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Dick gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
Pass to Edwards. And here's Embiid. Strong finish by Embiid.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
And Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Trailing by 8. Outside Ingram. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Ingram's got 11 points in the quarter.
The versatile nature of Ingram's shooting can be tough to counter. Even the mid-range is a good option for him.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Both teams deciding to change it up. After seeing a franchise player like Luka Doncic traded, you think there's anyone who is truly untouchable now, Tim?
Well, I tell you what, that trade, BA, made me realize nobody in this league is immovable. You just don't know what the future holds, and I think fewer guys will stay with one team their entire careers.
That was a shocker for sure. Outside Grimes. From outside the arc. Rebounded by Murray Boyles. Murray Boyles has got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Dick. Ooh, excellent D there from Lowry.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
To the paint. We've got 1:13 left in the third. Offensive board. Here's McCain. Sends it home from three-point land. McCain's got 7 points.
Coming out of the half, making a commitment to the offensive boards has proven successful.
Dick against Lowry. To the left side wing. Back to Dick for 3. Ooh, excellent D there from Lowry. Philadelphia leading by 9. Grimes, the pass to Drummond. Launches a 3. Rebound Toronto. Mamukelashvili's got 4 rebounds now. Toronto's gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. To the left wing. Here's Abaji. And again, Toronto, no good. Pass to McCain. Back to Grimes. There's the 3. The shot off that time. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Sixers on top, leading by 9. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. The Sixers leading. So for the Raptors right now, they've got Walter. He's out there with Grady Dick. And it's Barnes in at the 4. The kick out to Edwards. Lets it go from deep. Rebound Toronto.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Dick gets the bucket.
And he was non-existent from 3 in the first half. Now he's changing the narrative.
The Sixers lead by 6. Outside Grimes. Embiid, a screen on Dick. Pass to Edwards. Jacks up a 3. Rebound Toronto. Barnes has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He struggles shooting the rock, yet they're still winning. It's a good thing his teammates have played well.
Philadelphia has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Grimes. Temples checked in for Toronto. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Screen by Embiid. Grimes, the pass to Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Yeah, he just knows exactly how to run that screen. Good stuff there from Embiid.
Raptors trail by 8. Right side Barnes. Toronto passing it around. Pass to Dick. Fires for 3. Pure from three-point range. Dick's got 9 points here in the second half.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Here's Embiid. And so the ball out of bounds. Embiid touched it last.
Is that just a miscommunication? It just can't happen. Let's hope they get on the same page.
The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Pass to Mamukelashvili. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. And the Raptors, another three.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. McCain finds Drummond. Outside McCain. Screen by Embiid. Down low. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Yeah, good things happen when Embiid has the ball in his hands. I mean, this guy can do it all.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Let's go with a three. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 8 rebounds in the game. Back to McCain. Pass to Drummond. The 3-ball. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Abaji. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Man, has Barnes been great here offensively. He has come out blazing.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Philadelphia making a change here. Maxi's checked in. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. Coach kept it calm but direct. He said, quote, play smart, play our game. Don't worry about the score. Keep doing what we've been doing, and we'll be okay. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Here's Embiid. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Embiid's got 6 here in the quarter.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Now here's Barnes. Pass to Ingram. Fires the 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've led by as many as 11.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Raptors trail by 6. On the move, Barnes. Ingram, pass to Barnes. Back to Ingram. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Barnes has got 3 assists tonight.
And Brandon Ingram is a certified bucket getter. You can pencil in 20 on any given night.
Embiid passes to Maxey. To the middle. McCain. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. And the 76ers lead by 6. The Raptors have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Pass to Murray Boyles. Here's Ingram. Here's Abaji, covered by Grimes. And the basket by Abaji.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
The Sixers lead by 3. To the inside. Oh, deflected. It's stolen by Ingram. To tie it up. Dick with a miss.
I but clawing their way back in, that was a chance to even things up.
And that is why they often call it a make-or-miss lead.
Back to McCain. Philadelphia moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Grimes. Three-pointer. He drops it from range.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
Raptors trail by 6. Pass to Barnes. Puts the move on. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Now, Barnes really gets off the ground. He is just an effortless athlete.
The 76ers have gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter. Embiid, a screen on Dick. Here's Maxey. Toronto grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Ingram. Edwards pulls it in. Edwards has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Maxey passes to Embiid. Outside Edwards. Right side Maxey. The 3. Doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Dick. Pass to Ingram. Here's Abaji, covered by Grimes. Here's Dick. This one for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Dick's got 15 points here in the second half.
Well, I love the resilience. After struggling in the first half, he has turned it on.
Here's Maxey. Again, Maxey missing.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Outside Dick. Pass to Ingram. Barnes with a screen on McCain. Here's Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Oh, the athleticism of Ingram. Exceptional at skying up for slams.
Here's Maxey. And just one more point would give him a double-double for the night.
He's made his presence known time and time again.
Here's Embiid. And he gets the bucket. Embiid's got 26 points. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Now Ingram. To the right side. Here's Murray Boyles. Off target from outside. The 76ers have gotten 7 to go out of 13 attempts during the fourth. Embiid, a screen on Dick. Embiid's shot is good. And now a 3-point Philadelphia lead.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
The Raptors shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Barnes with a screen on McCain. Inside. Over to the wing. Here's Abaji. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Outside Edwards. Here's Maxey. Embiid with it. Outside Edwards. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Dick.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Ingram on the wing. Covered by McCain. Here's Abaji. Not that time. Maxey. Oh, no good on the layup.
He's been way off the mark in this second half. Just unable to get any kind of rhythm going.
Barnes. Nice move inside from Barnes.
Well, that's just a clutch shot from Barnes, and it's what his team expects from him in these moments.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Some changes for Philadelphia. Oubre, he's checked in for Edwards. Paul George comes in for Grimes. And it's Edgecombe in for McCain. Toronto making a switch here. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Screen by Embiid.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he's able to hit the second one, and that narrows the gap to one. Here's Toronto with the ball. There's a minute 40 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Barnes. Oh, touches it off the glass.
Oh my, just what they needed. Barnes with a crucial burst of offensive energy.
Philadelphia has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Oh, missed on the tray.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Yes, sir! That one goes!
A point-blank range. That is too easy.
'76ers trail by 5. George outside. Now Embiid. Yes, sir, it's good.
Big-time players make big-time plays, and Embiid did it right there.
Barnes against Oubre. 50 seconds left to play in the fourth. Barnes in the post. He's covered by Oubre. Clock is at 3. Oh, George with a steal. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia.
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
So it's Toronto now. It's a 1-point game. Oh, got a piece of it to take the lead. And yes, sir, lays it up and in.
Yeah, that's a big shot by Maxey. He really has a sense for the moment.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Obviously not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
I am really curious to see what he's got in store here.
And here's Barnes. Hurdle with a screen on Oubre. Barnes.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
So the first one drops, and that ties this game up. He can't sink it, and that was an important free throw.
Well, they had a chance to take the lead, but at least he tied it up.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Maxey fires. Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we'll be back with you shortly. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game.
Here we go.
Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. George out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Embiid in it to 5 down low. From downtown, Barrett with a rebound. Toronto shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. The drop pass, and he dunks it down.
Well, R.J. Barrett right there playing with an edge. I want to see more of that from him.
Now here's Maxey. Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, BA, the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington. But Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV?
Oh, I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler, of course.
Even better answer.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Trailing by 2. Oubre against Barnes. Embiid a screen on Barnes. Oubre. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. And it's Toronto's ball. A throwback possession. 2 points.
Scotty Barnes right there showing you that strength. That's a nice job fighting through the contact.
The 76ers have gotten 1 shot to fall out of 3 in OT. Maxey attacking. Outside Oubre. Here's Edgecombe. He launches. It's good from beyond the arc.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Outside Ingram. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Barnes. Oubre with a rebound. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 2 of 4 attempts to go in OT. Here's Edgecombe, guarded by Barrett. Screen by Embiid. Maxey! Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 during this OT session. Barrett, now Barnes. Takes a 3. No good.
And he's easily led the way on the boards tonight.
Well, he plays with incredible determination. Want to is a skill, and he has it.
The Raptors with a lead. Lays it in easily.
Hey, they really needed that one. Big time move inside.
Wow, that is huge. Going right at the defense and showing a lot of nerve.
Philadelphia has gone 1 for 4 from three-point range here in overtime. George fires. Yes, sir, with the 3.
Well, that is a big bucket right there. Paul George understanding exactly what his team needed.
Looking at the clock, just over 3.5 minutes into OT. Now Barnes. Barrett outside. Outside Ingram. Oubre against Barnes. Can't get it.
What a great look, but an even better contest. That's how you shut down the painted area.
Embiid grabs the miss and puts it in.
The moment is never too big for Embiid. He wanted the ball on that possession, and he delivered.
The Raptors have gotten 4 of 7 shots to go during this overtime period. Now Pirtle. Ingram. Oh, off target from downtown. Now George. It's stolen by Pirtle. Oh, no good on the layup. Now Philadelphia with it. They've led by as many as 11. George! The 3 is off.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Well, they're in a tough spot now. They need points and stops.
Now Barrett. Outside Ingram. Let's loose for 3. Misses the 3. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. And now we've got an intentional foul. Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. There is a lot on the line. And he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
You're definitely going to have to get a 3 here and then count on them to miss free throw.
So it's the 76ers taking the W in a close one. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime, they took control.
And B.A., I don't think they expected this one to be so hard-fought. But when they went into overtime, they really poured the gas on the fire.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Joel, in the past, you've certainly had your critics, and you have not run from them. What are you looking to prove out there?
Just being dominant, so I want every time people hear my name, I want them to know that I'm a dominant player.
Well, you do have the ability to dominate every single night. Good luck moving forward.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Joel Embiid.